Hey there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be facing this angle, and I'll be doing just the one video today. I don't have that many new fragrances with me. I finished reviewing everything that I bought last year, this month, and I plan to not buy that many more because a lot of reasons. We don't have really that many new fragrances, to be honest here. So winter is still on in Bangladesh. I don't know about you, but I would like to say, seriously, like I have my thoughts and prayers for all the people in LA who are suffering, with the wildfire thing that's going on. And that's just crazy. And it's like really, really terrifying. So my thoughts and prayers are for people there who are the victims as well as, facing huge damage. Hopefully it gets, controlled very soon. So here in Bangladesh, I woke up today this morning. Time is around, I think around 9 a.m. I woke up around like 2 hours back with very intense cold weather. Like it was like 13 degrees. So 13 degrees in Bangladesh is very cold. Okay. So I thought, what should I do? Let's do a cold fragrance list. No, cold fragrance, cold weather fragrances, which are sweet. Okay. So these are sweet. There are many others which are also sweet, but I just want to feature 10 today, right? Let's go one by one. So first fragrance I'm going to show you, these are more from the affordable side. You can get them, but these are not, like ranked because of the price. I'm just ranking them based on my preference. First fragrance I'm going to show you is this one, Lattafa Kamra Kawa. This fragrance, when it came out, it was hugely hyped, and for good reasons. This one smells, some people say, coffee mixed with angel share. To be honest, I don't really get that much similarity. This is a sweet perfume, which is kind of like not for everybody. It is a gourmand, it is very beast mode, and for colder months this kind of sweetness really works, especially if you're going to a bakery or somewhere like a coffee place. This is a perfect fragrance to wear. Even in normal dates and stuff, you can also wear it. Great fragrance for budget. Lattafa Kamra Kawa. Very nice bottle, and longevity wise it's like really a beast mode. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one is another, I can say back in the days it was super budget perfume. Nowadays the price have gone high, just like the rest of them. This is called Mont Blanc Individuel, a classic, truly a classic now. In our time, we would call this a new fragrance, which was not bad, because it was like almost newish at that time. It was like people were sporting this, buying this, and it was one of the top sellers. I still believe this is one of the best top sellers from Mont Blanc house. And this perfume is kind of sweet. It smells like, some people say, not this one smells like, some people say Creed's original Santal was inspired by this, and this is in the same ballpark as Yop Om. So I can tell you, yeah, it does have some similarity, but this is the best offering from, if you ask from that bunch, this is the best offering. And I really like Mont Blanc Individual. It's long lasting in colder months. It is sweet, it is sexy, and it's nice perfume. Definitely try it if you don't have it already. Next one is of my new buys, and I think this is not again for everybody. I reviewed it from outdoors from the car, and this is one of my recent favorite winter perfumes called Shaga Vanilla Toffee by Swiss Arabian. This is the newer release from this line, a little bit expensive for 75 ml. I think this one is around $60 per 75 ml, like that, full packaging. And if you buy a tester, maybe $55, but wait for the tester to arrive. But this fragrance is super nice. If you like caramel, the toffee, if you really like that melted caramel, like real caramel smell, you guys know it has sometimes salted, sometimes it has real just caramelly feel. So if you actually ever like had sprinkles of, not sprinkles, what do you call that, like the on the top of the coffee, if you have whipped cream and then the caramel, it smells like Christmas, or it smells like the any Christmassy occasion or any holidays are around the corner. This is what this smells like, but it's very challenging in the opening. And I think the dry down is super sexy. It's really, you have to wait for the dry down, be a bit patient. I think absolutely one of my recent favorites, Shaga Vanilla Toffee. Check out my review. Okay, this is a great fragrance for cold weathers with excellent longevity. Next one, not so excellent longevity, but regarded as one of the best sweet, sexy, you say intimate or romantic perfumes. And this works almost all year because this one is not so heavy, but I absolutely love the smell. The One, Dolce & Gabbana The One, and this is the EDP version. They came up with many flankers, to be honest, and I reviewed every single one of them. I recently have reviewed the one gold version. Gold one was very sexy, more modern, but this is kind of like a initially thick, waxy sort of sweetness. You get all the goodness from the EDT, but this one has a little bit more depth than the EDT. You really have to try it. The grapefruit, like, you know, not really grapefruit. This is a tropical fruit punch, a little bit of that. You can say tobacco. Then there's this hint of sweetness. There's just a lot of things in there. It's just very sexy fragrance for, you know, intimate, you know, like a meetup or stuff like that. This is a great romantic perfume. I highly recommend this for winter. Dolce & Gabbana, the One EDP. The prices are going crazy on this. Next one is one of the classics. This one I wore it yesterday just for fun, you know, at home, and I just realized how much I loved it and how much I still love this. This is a classic fragrance, never gets old in my book. 1 million by Paco Rabanne. Very reflective golden bottle, and I always buy a 200 ml nowadays because I just love it. This whole line is one of my favorite lines from a fragrance collector's perspective, because 1 million is the sweet perfume. This is known to be the sweet perfume. Got the rose, got that blood orange, got leather, got many other notes in there. Maybe this fragrance lasts, even with this current formulation, 7-8 good hours on the shirt. So it's a great fragrance. I wore this in summer nights also. It's a little bit breezy, but when like winter comes, like when winter comes, you wear a leather jacket and you rock this with the leather jacket. It's really, really still beautiful. Women love this. It's really, really like a, people say bubblegummy sweetness, but I just love it for what 1 million did for me and does for me still. Okay, so that's one of the greatest fragrances of all times and one of the most successful fragrance lines. So top 5, I'll go with one. You can say discontinued, very hard to find fragrance, but I highly recommend this. You find it. Okay, this is Hugo Boss bottle EDP Intense, and I definitely was particular, and I was very, you know, like how I said the name. It has to be that one, the EDP Intense. EDT, I'm wearing this for the morning. The Boss bottle, a classic, always apple pie smell with cinnamon, right? A little bit of a floral, a little bit of woody, and a little bit musk at the base. That's the original, but this is like 2-3 Boss bottle in one. So imagine a 200 ml Boss bottle compressed into one. This is what you get at, with the added leather note. Very nice, sweet, cinnamony, appley fragrance. Just a classic. If you never tried it, get it. It's worth that $150, you know, for me, you know, Boss bottle EDP Intense. Next one is definitely one of my favorite fragrances. This is my signature scent, one of them, and I always loved it as much as Ultra Male and other big fragrances. This is called CK Reveal. Now this fragrance is super, super, super expensive, super rare, as well as like, you know, you do not see this in the market no more. Reason being, it's, I think, out of production, one thing. Second thing is, these fragrances are now, you know, like whenever it gets discontinued, sellers will jack up the price. That is normal everywhere, and I definitely got few bottles. I myself sold few bottles, so I can tell you one thing, few things you can take guaranteed: performance. This fragrance is crazy perform. I think it beats most of the fragrances I showed before, and I think this is the longest lasting fragrance in this list. Yes, definitely. You just wear it and you'll see how much this pushes. Not for everybody though. This has got that agave, that brandy, and there's hint of sweetness. Not hint, there's a lot of sweetness as well as leather, I think. So beautiful, boozy, like sexy fragrance, CK Reveal. Just like there's just nothing like it. I never smell anything that smells like CK Reveal. One of the most unique ones. Top 3. Let me go with another sexy fragrance which I like a little bit more, which is called Men Prive. Here is something interesting. When I got this one for the first time, I did not love the whole fragrance. I loved the opening of it, the whiskey opening. And again, it got some sweetness, you know, maybe pomelo or something. There's a fruity note in there. I don't remember what the fruit there was, but it's similar in nature like CK Reveal. You can see both gray juice color, but after the dry down hits, you just get like leather, which felt always incomplete, you know. But as time progressed, you know, when I bought this Men Prive for the first time, the juice color was gray. Now it's turning into brown. Okay, I don't think the camera is picking it up, but now it's more of a complete scent. The scent profile changed. It became more like Le Male Essence de Parfum. You know how that changed. So Men Prive is one of my most memorable fragrances, which is sweet. If you like boozy fragrances, definitely give it a try. Men Prive, and definitely that whiskey leather combination is great. That's number 3. Number 2 and number 1, I'll go with, I didn't know how to choose, but I'll go this way. Number 2 is 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirit. From the name, you can tell this is a tobacco-based perfume. And one of the best, red wine, tobacco, sweetness. I think this one got a little bit of a gourmand feel, but that honey, honey and red wine makes it very gooey, thick, sweet experience. So this definitely is that scent profile that you love to wear in winter. The sweetness is just like very mature. It's like they make whiskey, I think, and then they use the same barrel. I think this is inspired by whiskey making process. So they have that company, right? So Manmade 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirit. So that's the number 2. So number 1 is the most popular. I'm going with popularity. Okay, so this fragrance you can try, and it is getting a bit hard to find again in Bangladesh and very expensive. This is very golden, just like 1 million. Le Male Elixir by Jean-Paul Gaultier. You can say 1821 is much better quality than this, more interesting. Some of the other ones, they have better scent profile because this is very obvious sweetness. This one has honey. Some of the other notes, just like Le Male Le Parfum. I think this fragrance is just made to be a tad bit more sweet than Le Male Le Parfum. It's really beast mode. Performs quite well. Very, very beautiful, balanced fragrance. This is just like a very easy to suggest. Like anybody asks me, like, what should I go for? Like, let's say I'm getting married or I'm going for first date. Sometimes members ask me in inbox, what should I get next? I suggest them easily Le Male Elixir because this is one of the best. But if you ask me, the best always I suggest is Le Male Le Parfum. This fragrance definitely, I'm sorry, this got some dust. This one is a bit more sexy and cardamom heavy and got iris and all that. So you get all those beautiful notes in there, which you don't get in Le Male Elixir. Le Male Elixir is just replaced by that nice vanilla, lavender and the honey combination with a fair bit of like performance is easily 8 hours plus. So really sexy fragrance. So these are the 10 sweet perfumes I usually wear in winter. This one I'm wearing also, Vanilla Toffee. Since this is new, I'm already in love with this, So yeah, you can try these from different budget. And some of them are like, can go up to around $200. Le Male Elixir is being sold $180 nowadays. Crazy, right? But anyway, you can test them. Do not blind buy because fragrances are always subjective, and people sometimes like something which other people don't like. So that is the game, So thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the day, and I think I'll just do the one video. Perhaps I'll just go somewhere today just to go and sit somewhere in peaceful area. Just sit there and spend some hours, and then come back because it's a weekend. Okay, see you soon. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.